Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. As you probably guessed from the title, I'm looking for something. Just bear with me. Oh no, I have got it. I'm in pain today. I'm having a bad pain day, as a lot of my friends I know are. Reason being, it often happens during very severe weather fluctuations. So yeah, if it's suddenly cold one day and warm the next day, I've found that's a trigger. So yeah, I'm in pain. Now, before I start this, I just want to talk about being in pain and doing this. This video isn't about putting on a brave face to the world. Over the years, I've kind of learned that no, we don't go around moaning and saying, "Oh, I'm in pain all the time." But it's not about hiding the fact that you're in pain. It certainly is not for me anyway. I don't think that's healthy. And I think all that means is that you end up sort of carrying on as normal and kind of resenting everyone around you. I think it's always good to tell people that you're in pain. And, putting on a brave face doesn't do anything for you. It just kind of protects other people. But there's a difference between that and going on about, oh, I'm in pain, which is what we grew up to think that that's what we would be like if we told people we're in pain. It's not. It's not. You can say, actually, I'm in pain today. I need to do less. So some of these tips are about what these tips are about for me is about making things easier in some respects and just making myself feel a little bit more human. I'm really annoyed, by the way. I've suddenly developed a skin tag and I really hate it. It's not a spot. I'm going to try and get it removed. It really is bugging me. It's just horrible and it's really... Every time I cleanse my face, it's kind of getting in the way. Anyway, so things that I do. Now, obviously, today I need to wash my hair. That is not going to happen because that's going to involve me bending over, and it's just not going to happen. I'm going to do this first. I was wondering whether to do this last, but I'm going to do it first, just in case any of this stuff gets on my face, and then I can cleanse it, right? So if I'm having a bad hair day, good old Batiste, they bring out their original formula. They've brought out some nicer sort of formulas these days. Just spray this in my hair. This is going to pep my hair up. I'm going to spray it into the roots, like so, just so that it gives me a couple more days to sort out my life. And then you kind of, as though you're shampooing your hair. I don't know, you probably use this stuff, but this one is called Clean and Classic Original, and it does smell very nice. And as you can see now, I look a bit crazy, but there you go. By the way, my son's in the background watching his telly. So you just kind of rub it through your hair, rub it through your scalp, as though you're shampooing your hair, and then get a nice thick brush and comb it through. Okay, now the other thing that I use, a couple of things. Hey. Okay, okay. Right. Then the next thing that I use, once I've kind of given it a bit of a freshen up like that, is this texturizing volume spray. It gives you that kind of backcombed effect. So, that kind of, like, if I do this, I can make it look a bit kind of as though it was meant to be untidy. So I'm just going to put that through the roots of my hair, because it kind of, you see how it makes it just kind of, gives it a bit of life. Like that. And then you can kind of press it down into whatever shape you want it to go down. So I'm doing all this sitting down. That's the whole purpose of this, is where you can sit and do things, then do it. So that's that. Now the only thing about this texturizing spray is it's lovely and it works and it gives your hair a bit of oomph, but it also makes it look a bit dry. So I have got this other thing that is really great, and it's called hair perfume, but it's also got a shine mist in it, and it smells absolutely gorgeous. Jack loves the smell of this, don't you, Jack? It just gives it back a little bit of shine. So that's hair perfume by Label M. I'm not sure if they do this anymore, but it hasn't gone off. It's lasted me forever. Okay, so now that's done. I could have probably done that at the end, but I just wanted to, in case it got on my face. Now, I like to wash my face with a cleanser, but that ain't happening today either, because I don't want to bend over the sink. So my current favourite here are these Neutrogena Hydro Boost wipes. They're lovely because they really do a good job of cleansing your face, but they don't strip the moisture out of it. Your skin feels really nice afterwards. So I'm just going to do that. These you can get in supermarkets. They are pretty reasonable to buy. And that's that. Okay. Another good thing for giving you a bit of a moisture surge to your skin.
Yes.
Which is,
I have the droid.
I'm just sharing you lots of things that I like. And I like. It's also about feeling pampered as well. This one is the Body Shop Vitamin E Essence Lotion, and you put it on after you cleanse, and it just, you know, if your skin feels a bit tight, you only need a couple of drops in your hand, and the idea is you rub it in your hand and you just press it into your skin, and if your skin feels a bit tight after you've cleansed it, it just revives it. It's got hyaluronic acid in it and vitamin E, and it just feels really nice on your skin, and it smells quite nice as well. It's not overly fragrant, but it smells quite nice. So that's that. The other things that I'm just going to say, Jack, could you just keep it down a little bit, darling? The other things that I use that are really very affordable are these products from The Ordinary. And The Ordinary, actually, they basically give you really good skincare products at a fraction of the price that you would get them if they were in kind of marketed brand. So I mean, for example, this one cost me about £4 or £5, and this one is one I'm going to use. This is an antioxidant, and it's got vitamin C and hyaluronic acid in it, and it just gives you a big wake up call for your skin. And I'm just going to put a little drop on. It feels a bit odd on the skin because the spheres of vitamin C kind of break up when you put it on your skin, but it just livens up your face, and it gives you an antioxidant surge, which is just fantastic and really, really good. Okay, just feels great. Now I'm going to put on a sunscreen, but before I do that, another thing, I'm just amalgamating loads of things that I like that make me feel better, make me feel pampered. This I love. It's from Urban Decay, and it's a face spray. Shh, Jack. It's a face spray called Quick Fix. We like quick fixes, and it's a hydrocharged complexion prep priming spray. No, I'm going to put that on after my moisturiser. But it smells of coconuts, and oh, it's just lovely. It really is lovely. So anyway, the next thing I'm going to use is this sunscreen, which you're thinking, why on earth are you using sunscreen at this time of the year? But believe you me, if you live in London especially, but if you live anywhere, you're still going to get aging sun rays in the winter. And what I like about this is it's kind of a moisturiser, an eye cream, a primer, and everything in one. That's what we love when we are not feeling like we want to do too much, right? So I'm just going to put this onto my skin, and what it does is it kind of adjusts to your skin tone. It's great. I was introduced to this, I was sent this by Beauty and the Boutique, who've been great. They're a lovely company and they're such a lovely customer service, I have to say. But you know, I was sent this free of charge, but that's not why I'm saying it, because it is actually genuinely good. And I just want to say a massive thank you for introducing me to this, because it is a really good kind of all-in-one thing. You don't have to worry about moisturiser and sunscreen and primer, and you just put all that on, okay? Now, you're supposed to let this settle for 3 minutes, but this video is going to be about 40 minutes long as it is, so I'm just going to pretend that I've done that. And this is a quick fix setting spray. It just smells and feels lovely on your face, but it also primes your makeup. But I just love the smell of it. It's like you're in I don't know, some exotic country, and coconuts, and oh, it's just lovely, right? And it feels nice, and you can kind of use that throughout the day. So that's Urban Decay Quick Fix Prep Priming Spray. Just lovely, really lovely. Okay, and what I'm going to do to my eyes now, I find that when I'm in pain, that my eyes and these lines, and that's the thing that kind of shows up. I should have put this on before, but never mind. I should have put this on before the moisturiser. But there you go. So pretend I'm putting this on before the moisturiser. This is caffeine solution from The Ordinary, and it's got caffeine in it, and it basically just peps up your eyes. And I should have put it on before my moisturiser, but there you go. I'm just going to put it on now. I'm doing everything in the wrong order. And let that dry down a little bit. The other one that I find good, there's a Boots aloe vera eye cream, which is lovely, and it's less than £2 to buy, and it really is soothing. And the other one that's really moisturising, because my eyes get really dry when I'm taking my pain meds, which, you know, if you want to do a bit more of a splurge, is this Kiehl's creamy eye treatment, and it's really, really moisturising. It will really kind of add a lot of moisture to your eyes if they're feeling very, very dry, which sometimes mine are. I'm just going to pack this in to speed it up. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of this creamy eye ointment on, just to make sure that it's nice and moisturised. Just a little bit. It's very thick, but what you do is you kind of warm it up between your fingers, and then put it on and pat it on, and it just really moisturises your eyes. Because as I said, mine start to water a lot. It's funny doing these YouTube videos, by the way, that you kind of pick up your habits when you watch them back. And I realise that I say as I say a lot, and I realise I keep scratching my nose, and I hadn't realised that these are things that I did, so I'm now really self-conscious. Okay. So every time I say as I say or scratch my nose, watch me squirm. Okay. Now, this foundation that I've got, if I can find it, is the one that I kind of use if I really don't want to be messing about for hours on end with concealer. Now, when I say foundation, you have to be very careful. Do not treat this like a normal foundation. This is Double Wear Camouflage Maximum Cover by Estee Lauder. And it is so insanely pigmented that it is probably more, well, it will be more pigmented than most people's concealers, right? You really do not need a lot of this. And if you put it on like a foundation, you're going to look like you're wearing a mask. But what I love about it is I can put this on. I don't have to bother with concealer. It just covers everything. Now what I'm going to try and do today, which I've done with other ones but not with this, is I'm going to mix it a little bit with this liquid chrome. It's Barry M. You get it in Superdrug. It's about £6, and it's kind of it's got a bit of radiance in it, because what this will do is it'll kind of wash me out. Now I don't know if this will work. I hope it does. But with this, I'm going to show you how much you put on, because if you put on any more, you are going to just look. That's it. Now, I've got a big, big, fluffy brush to put it on with, right? Because you really don't want to be putting this on like foundation. It really is too pigmented for that. And I'm going to add just 1 drop of this illuminator and mix it in, so that it, hopefully what it will do is it will kind of make it look a little bit less flat and a bit more glowy. We shall see. So I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to just do this, dot this around my face and start rubbing it in. It really is, you don't need a lot, because it will just cover everything, literally everything. Actually, that works quite well, mixing it with that it's kind of a highlighter kind of thing that you can mix in, but you can see it kind of washes me out. I probably should have got a darker shade. I'm always in between shades with my foundations, so this was quite dark, but it's still not quite dark enough, and then the other one would probably be too orange. But don't worry about that, because if you've got a foundation that is too light, you can correct that probably a lot easier than if it's too dark. Okay, so that is my foundation. What I'm going to do, because it does show in your eyes, as I'm going to put another tiny little drop, literally that, and I'm going to pat that under my eyes, because I think mixing it with that highlighter kind of took away from the pigment. But this is, as I say, like see, I've done it again. As I say, I didn't just say it. This is like a concealer. I did say that, so it's okay to say as I say. And put the rest on my eyelids. Okay. All right. Now, I don't want to set the whole face with powder. Where's my powder gone? Here it is. I don't want to set the whole face with powder, because you don't want to get rid of that dewiness. But I'm just going to go down my nose. I love this brush, by the way. It's Real Technique setting brush. It's just great. It's just great for setting things. It's really good. In fact, I think it's this and this is kind of my favourite brushes. Okay. And I do a bit here because I've got open pores there. And now for under my eyes, I don't use this. I have got something else. And this is a real find. It's I think it's £4.95 in Superdrug, and it's by Elf. And it's called an under eye setting powder. But what is great about it, don't know whether you can see, but it's got a slight pink tinge. I'm just going to shake a little bit into the pot there. It's got a very slight pink tinge, and it's really, really fine, right? And I pick some up in my brush, and I get rid of the excess, and I just pat this under. And what I love about it, it doesn't make everything go creasy underneath my eyes. It's just great product. And really, what have I done there? Oh, I've got a bit of something. Oh. It just sets what you put under your eyes without making it crease up. It's just great stuff. I could set my whole face with this really, but I'd run out of it pretty quickly in that little jar.
I'm glad you don't have to share a YouTube channel with me anymore.
I am, yes. Except I can't change the name of it. I'm still Goku 9000. I wonder why that is. Nobody's watching me yet, but you are. And you're the most important viewer.
Really? Yeah. No one's watching you?
No, no one's watching me. But it doesn't matter because they'll watch me later on. Yeah?
Dab.
Right, now.
Dab on the haters. Dab on the
What
haters.
I use when I can't be bothered is Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow. I've seen a copy of this, so if anyone's interested, but they can't afford the Charlotte Tilbury price tag, I've seen a copy of this. So do get in touch with me. But what it has is it's got a bronzer and it's got a highlighter. And I can kind of use this, instead of having to go looking for eyeshadows and stuff, what I do is I'll put this in the socket of my eye, like so, with my little pinky resting on my cheek, so I can pivot. And then the other side. And then what I do is I get the highlighter shade here and I just put that on my finger and I press that onto my lid. That's not just laziness, but it actually looks better when you press it in with your finger than when you try and put it on with a brush. And then I put a little bit under my brows, like so. Now, I know a lot of people feel that they haven't got makeup on when I'm going to put a little bit under of the bronzer under my eyes.
Oh, God, it's Stephen King.
To make it look like my dark circles are deliberate. It's a good little trick in makeup.
It's Stephen King's it. Okay.
Right. Now, what I'm not going to put liner on today, and the reason being is because, as I say, when I'm taking my... Well, I didn't say that was... see, I'm doing it again. As I say, Jack, I say, as I say all the time. What is wrong? I will put some of this because this is really good. This is eye brightening. And Jack, can you not lean on me for this little bit, please? Because I don't mind you cuddling me most of the time, but not when I'm about to put some eyeliner inside my eye, because I might poke my eye out. I'll tell you when you can come back to cuddling me.
Okay, I'll walk down the stairs then.
What's... I was going to say, what stairs? We haven't got any. So that just kind of makes my eyes pop open a little bit. But I'm not going to put any on the top and whatever, because
what are you going to do?
My eyes water when I'm taking top-up pain meds. And it just washes off anyway.
Mommy,
but what... Yes?
Mom, you should probably tell everyone that's going to watch the video later. That...
Yeah, come on. You can come in. That what?
That when we get a house, you're going to have a room full of makeup.
Yeah, sure. Right, now, I'm going to put this mascara on. I like this mascara. It looks natural. It's called Upward Lash. It's my current favourite. But what it is because I've got quite long lashes, but they come out straight. So it's just really annoying because they're long, but they just don't curl up. Even with eyelash curlers. But this little brush, for some reason, works. And I'm just going to put this on like so. And then I'm going to set to work with warming up my complexion a bit because I'm looking a little bit pale. And I want to warm up my complexion. Why is it, I know I've asked this before in a video, but why is it when you put your mascara on, that you basically, oh, Beauty in the Boutique have just commented on my post. I wish you'd come and join me. I'm here, guys.
Did you gonna tell them? Did you gonna
I'm going live. Come and watch me. Beauty in the Boutique are lovely. They're really lovely. They're like a little family. They're always, you know, if you tag them and stuff, they're just great. They're really friendly and...
My face looks tiny.
So anyway, what was I saying? So this just gives you, lift your lashes up a bit, which I love because, as I say, they're not really short, my lashes. They just don't want to curl upwards. And they look really natural then. Right, now I'm going to give myself a little bit of a boost. Now, first of all, I'm going to carve out my cheekbones. I can do all this with...
Dab on the haters.
With this, which is... I'm going to do it with this for now, because this is quite subtle, but I'm going to show you I've got another bronzer in a minute. But the other bronzer I got is insanely expensive.
I swear, if Malachi goes on your channel and sees this video and sees me saying dab on the haters, he's gonna kill me. It's his catchphrase.
Oh, is it?
It's his catchphrase, not mine.
So I'm just trying to give myself some cheekbones and a little bit of face sculpt in here. And a little bit round the side of my nose. I can see Beauty in the Boutique's notification saying, oh, Ali, we're so... And it's probably, we're so sorry you're in pain. I don't know, but I'm sure it is. They're so lovely. They do comment. Come and join us. Come and join my live feed. Hang on, I'm just going to get rid of that notification so that I can see if anyone's watching. Right. And then a little bit. Oh, and the other thing, Katie's got a video about how to do a selfie. And it's really worked. She tells you to lift your head up and jut your forehead forward to get rid of your double chin. It's a fantastic tip because it does work. Because all the photos I'm in, I'm like this. And you see this great big double chin, but it works. You see, if I do that, so you lift your head up. And you put your forehead slightly forward and your double chin goes. Okay, right. Now, I want to now... Oh, so busy talking. I want to now use the highlighter shade, which is here. And just to give myself a bit of a glow where I don't have one. Okay, and then I'm going to use some Daniel Sandler watercolour blush because it is the best. So I'm going to use a little bit of glow and I'm going to use a little bit of... Do you know what? I knew I'd forgotten something. I was going to show you this. You see, I've got so many things. I was going to put on this eye cream. Let me do it anyway because I can always put that powder over the top. This is Eyes to Mesmerise eye cream. What are you doing?
Nothing.
But what it is although it's eyeshadow, it's got vitamin E in it and it's quite soothing to the eyes. So I'm going to just dab that on the lid of my eyes. I can see you. What are you doing? What is it? Coke?
Coca-Cola, not Coke. Coke's a drug.
Yeah, okay. We don't need a lesson in... We
already had a lesson about it.
Oh, did you?
I'm in year 5. What do you think?
Education.
I'm in year 5.
We never had lessons about... So it's just really soothing on the eyes.
Even last week...
And I'm going to just dab a bit more of that powder over the top to set it. Okay, that's very good. But I don't really want that in my tutorial right now. This is about being if you're in pain, not about not drinking and not taking drugs. In fact, at the moment, my advice to anyone in pain is take drugs, but not illegal ones. That's the difference, right? That was a joke. Not illegal ones. You should never take illegal ones.
Yeah, I get why.
Exactly. You take them on prescription, your doctor knows you're taking them, and that's okay. But
yeah,
if
like
you...
in medicine.
Exactly, yes. That's the sort of drugs I meant. Better be careful making jokes like that with my son. Right, okay, so then I've got some Passion, Daniel Sandler watercolour blush, and I'm just going to put that on my cheeks for a little bit of a glow. Like so. God, this video is nearly half an hour. I better get a move on with this. Now, the last thing I'm going to do, okay, is I probably will do my brows later because your brows frame your face. Oh, no, it's not the last thing I'm going to do. What is it with me? Right, I'm going to do some lipstick now. We've got a little joke going amongst a few of my friends about how when I'm in pain that red lipstick means red for danger, and it means don't come near me. Don't come near me, I'm in pain. I'm going to be a bit of a cow. Right, and
like the ones that go like
no, I mean the ones that go ah, like that. Now.
No, but you always know I'm gonna say frick. It's not like I'm gonna
yeah, okay, so I'm gonna put some red lipstick, but this is sort of red, but it's got a pinky tinge.
Mom,
and it's yes, and it's liquid so that it stays on and I don't have to keep touching it up. Okay, I love that. It just makes me feel a bit more glamorous. And now the last thing I'm going to do is I've got a matte bronzer, and I would not recommend this because it's insanely expensive, right? But it's nice, but you can get them a lot cheaper. I like the compact, and so it was one of my biggest splurges ever, but I use it. It's a Victoria Beckham one, and it's ridiculously expensive. But if you want to look it up, you'll have a fit when you see the price. But it's just that I like the compact in my bag. So anyway, this is a matte bronzer, so it kind of gives you a bit of colour without looking sparkly. The thing about the Charlotte Tilbury one is it's lovely, but it has got a bit of shimmer in it. So what I do is I'm just going to kind of go round and warm up my complexion a little bit, put a bit on my cheeks. I've got a big fat bronzing brush now, okay, and like that. I'm going to see, I don't know whether I could do this, Katie. I was going to try and squeeze this brush, but it's quite big, and put some in the, yeah, that'll work. Put some in the crease of my eyes. Oh, it does work. I thought this brush would be too fat for that. Okay. There you go. So that, guys, is... Now, the other thing is, if you don't want your makeup to come off and you just want another little spritz of something to make you feel decent, I use this Urban Decay. You can use that spray that I used, or this is called an all-nighter setting spray. And I just... Oh. Doesn't feel like it's coming out.
It's the haunted scooter!
Okay, what that does is it will set my makeup now. And it will stay on for a little bit longer. So, there you have it. There is my... Did I miss anything out before I go? Did I miss anything that I wanted to show you?
Yeah, the haunted scooter.
I don't think I did. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to show you. So, this is goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from him. Come here, Jack.
The haunted scooter.
The haunted scooter. Come here and say goodbye. Because this is the other thing that helps me.
Bye.
The other person, not thing, who
bye.
helps me when I'm in pain.
Bye.
And he's lovely, and he's my scrummiest.
It looks like you have two heads right now.
Do you know what you could do with some of Mummy's dry shampoo that I've just used? Because your hair needs a wash. Right, that's how to get into it.
No matter how long it grows.
All right, take care, everyone, and thank you for watching. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Bye.